at 9.
Hello there, a very good evening and welcome to your Primetime Weekend News Bulletin. I'm Shane Silva.
And I'm Arundhati Mudannaika. First a look at the stories making headlines this evening.
Headlines on Newsfirst at 9.
Another 22 Indian fishermen arrested for crossing the maritime boundary. The statement from Minister T.B. Ekanaika on the opposition. Foreign Employment Bureau calls for immediate information on Sri Lankans trapped in South Sudan. Opposition leader of the Homagama Pradesh Sabha lodged a police complaint claiming there are attempts to prevent him from participating in the budget vote.
News First.
On to your stories in detail now. 22 Indian fishermen who were arrested in the northern seas for illegally fishing in Sri Lankan waters were remanded until the 10th of January after they were produced before the Kites magistrate today.
The 22 Indian fishermen were arrested this morning for fishing in Sri Lankan waters. The Sri Lankan Navy also seized the 6 vessels they were using to catch fish. The fishermen were remanded subsequent to being produced in court, and court also ordered their vessels to be detained. Navy spokesperson Commander Kosala Warnakulasuriya said that 448 Indian fishermen who violated the maritime boundaries were arrested so far this year. The Navy had seized 121 Indian fishing vessels. Meanwhile, the Indian Prime Minister had said that a solution for the Indo-Lanka fishermen issue should be reached through dialogue. The Hindu reports that the Indian Prime Minister had given this assurance when he met with a delegation of fishermen from Tamil Nadu. The delegation of Tamil Nadu fishermen had urged the Prime Minister to ensure the release of their colleagues jailed in Sri Lanka. Over 200 Sri Lankan fishermen are currently in Indian custody. Earlier, DMK Parliamentary Group leader T.R. Balu had urged the Indian central government to take steps to exchange detained fishermen from both countries. Yesterday, Minister of Fisheries Rajatha Senaratne said that despite such an exchange was spoken of in the past and India did not fulfill the expectations, India needs to take the initiative for this process once again.
A group of Sri Lankan expatriates who were employed in South Sudan have been affected by the conflict there.
13 of these expatriates are currently in Uganda, unable to secure air tickets to return to Sri Lanka.
Given the conflict situation in South Sudan, 13 Sri Lankan expatriates left Uganda recently with the intention of returning home. However, this group is now trapped in Uganda as the company they worked for has failed to provide them with air tickets as previously agreed. 7 of these expatriates are registered with the Sri Lanka Foreign Employment Bureau.
We were promised tickets, but the Ugandan High Commissioner informed us yesterday that our chairman is unable to conduct the transfer. There was no availability. This is a war situation. All the other countries have deployed flights and buses to get their nationals out. For example, the African nations including Kenya and Uganda. Faraway countries like India, America and England have also evacuated their nationals. We hope that the Sri Lankan government too will devise a scheme to repatriate us. The money that was given to us when we left will probably last us another 2 days.
Meanwhile, reports say that more than 40 Sri Lankan nationals are still in South Sudan. Media spokesperson for the Foreign Employment Bureau, Mangala Randaniya, said that 44 Sri Lankans had registered with the Bureau for Employment in South Sudan.
The Foreign Employment Bureau has established a line of communication with the High Commissioner's office in Uganda. Steps have been taken to repatriate all 13 of them. We ask the families of persons working in South Sudan to please inform the Foreign Employment Bureau. If you have a relative who is working in South Sudan at the moment, report it to the Foreign Employment Bureau regardless of whether they are registered with us or not. Do this tomorrow. We need correct data if we are to repatriate them to Sri Lanka.
The Secretary to the Ministry of External Affairs, Dr. Karunatilaka Amarugama, says that the foreign missions will provide the necessary assistance to the Foreign Employment Bureau to repatriate the Sri Lankan nationals.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa has requested the agrarian community to dedicate themselves to the task of ensuring that people across the country receive healthy meals devoid of toxins.
Now, the President made this statement at an event held at the Sambodhi Vihare in Colombo today.
The food safety centre at the Setsuwa Madura in the Sambodhi Vihare in Colombo 7 was declared open under the auspices of President Mahinda Rajapaksa today. Under this project, which is a joint initiative of the Government Medical Officers Association and the chief incumbent of the Sambodhi Viharya, the public will be able to purchase local food produce at concessionary prices. Speaking at the event, President Mahinda Rajapaksa reiterated the importance of food safety at a time when the war has ended and the country is being rebuilt economically. A resolution prepared by the Government Medical Officers Association to ensure the well-being and health of the populace was also presented to the President at this event. The President also launched the website www.healthysrilanka.lk, intended to raise public awareness on nutrition parallel to this event.
The opposition leader of the Homagama Pradesh Sabha and a member of the Pradesh Sabha lodged a complaint with the Homagama police today.
The complainants claim that threats are being made against the opposition members of the Pradesh Sabha to prevent them from participating in the vote on the Pradesh Sabha budget, which is due to take place tomorrow.
The first round of voting on the budget of the Homagama Pradesh Sabha ended in a tense situation on the 11th of this month. Subsequently, the local government commissioner of the Western Province decreed that the vote was invalid. When another vote on the budget was held on the 23rd of this month, it was defeated by 2 votes. The second round of voting is due to take place tomorrow. Against this backdrop, the opposition leader and another member of the Pradesh Sabha lodged a complaint with the Homagama police today, claiming that there are attempts to prevent them from participating in the vote.
For several days now, we have been continuously receiving threats demanding that we do not participate in the vote on the budget. We informed the HQI of police regarding this and requested that we be provided with a security detail to enable us to participate in the vote on the budget. If the Janata Vimukti Peramuna group of the Pradesh Sabha is being threatened for some reason, we believe that the government and the chairman of the Pradesh Sabha should bear the responsibility for this. I was assaulted and I was in the hospital for 5 days. They assaulted me with chairs and with their hands. Pradesh Sabha members were involved in this. No one can say no. Even after that, I did not raise my hand to strike anyone. If I did not even assault one of my own party supporters, then where are these accusations of death threats coming from? These are all lies.
The deputy chairman of the Pradesh Sabha is still holding to his stance.
At budget vote tomorrow, the majority of members of the Homagama Pradesh Sabha expect to take a strong decision regarding the thievery, fraud and corruption that is taking place in the Pradesh Sabha. This is because the chairman's power is being used in fraud, embezzlement and corruption.
Over the past several days, reports were received of numerous instances where local government representatives were obstructed when attempting to participate in the votes on the budgets of their respective local government institutions. While the budget of the Bentar Pradesh Sabha was passed on the 27th of this month, in the second round of voting, a JVP member of the Pradesh Sabha alleged that an individual had delayed him from attending the Pradesh Sabha session. While the budget of the Wattala Pradesh Sabha was passed in the second round of voting on the 17th of this month, the deputy chairman of the Pradesh Sabha alleged that he was deprived the opportunity of participating.
Minister Rajendra Senaratne, while addressing an event in Thapalagamu, Kharutara yesterday, commented on his political career.
My son contested from this district. He is the one who organized my election campaigns in this district and other areas. I told him no. I do not wish to witness my son's name also fall into that list. We work according to a certain political culture. You have elected us into parliament to serve and not to be thugs or earn money or intimidate people or do unlawful things. The post of a parliamentarian is a respectable position. The post of a cabinet minister is far more respectable. Only a limited number of persons are afforded that position of cabinet minister. After the president, we are highest ranked citizens. When we feel that we cannot carry on anymore, we will make a statement and retire. We will lead the same way we came.
A rally organized by the Janata Vimukti Peramuna under the theme Rally Against the Rule Under Which the People Suffer was held in Radhawana, Gampaha last evening.
What has happened to the government now? They can't put the old crowd in at the next provincial council election. It is difficult to win with the old rogues. They will be there too, but in addition they need a couple of popular actresses from some teledramas in order to add beauty to their group. The same applies to the UNP and the government. They are running around looking for actors and actresses. They are running around looking for singers and songstresses. They are running around looking for athletes. Why? They don't have principles. They do not have a good group of candidates. At this time, everyone in the country is suffering. It is only the that is not suffering. Everyone else, even ministers in the government, are suffering. Some of the ministers who are suffering attempted to say and do some things against the In order to prevent this, bribery and corruption complaints against 9 ministers were sent to the Bribery and Corruption Commission.
An event was held in Palugasgodala, Hambantota this morning under the auspices of UNP parliamentarian Sajith Premadasa.
This event was held to present children's savings accounts to children from the Palugasgodala area in Hambantota. The current government is on a nonsensical diatribe, saying that our per capita income is increasing. If the per capita income is increasing in dollar figures as they say, then why on earth are parents abandoning their children on the streets and sending their children to orphanages? The reason for this is that the government is toying with numbers and is presenting false data and statistics and is attempting to paint a beautiful picture for the entire country. If our per capita income is indeed increasing, then will mothers travel in boats to Australia with their infants in their arms?
Speaking at an event held in Munaragala yesterday, Minister of Wildlife Resource Conservation Vijit Vijayamuni Soisa commented on a recent statement made by opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe at the UNP convention.
රාජපක්ෂලගේ රෙද්ද ඉස්සුවා පේන්නේ 3යි කියලා. ඒක හරිනේ. නේද? පිරිමිකම කියන්නේ ඒක. නේද? එතකොට මේ හැබැයි මුංගේ ඉස්සුවම මොකක්වත් පේන්නේ නැහැ. තේරෙනවද?
I am saying this because of the foolish talk that is coming from Ranil Wickremesinghe. We have taken this country onto the correct path. We know that there are problems, there are complaints and laments. There is poverty, there is malnutrition. There are solutions for this. Do you understand? Our president has allocated a large sum of money for me. Thereby, I too will be able to do something this time around.
This event laid the foundation stone for a water scheme in Koldenia, Gangodarav in Madulla. Munaragala was held under the auspices of the Chief Minister of the Uva province, Shashindra Rajapaksa.
Minister T.B. Ekanayaka commented on the United National Party at an event held in Migasweva, Pulkitigama.
An absolute majority in Parliament have crossed over and taken their seats on our side. The fellow who is on the other side today will be on our side tomorrow. Come January, it will be 20 years since I went to Parliament. For those 20 years, those in the opposition have remained there. They must have had enough by now. There is no leader in the United National Party. Where in the world do you have a leadership council? Recently, Ranil Wickremesinghe held a convention and said that they were preparing. For them, being prepared means folding their sleeves.
Speaking at an event held in Alpitia, Southern Provincial Councillor Maitri Gunaratna expressed these views.
Ranil Wickremesinghe Mahatmaya, Mangala Samaravira Mahatmaya, මේ සියලු දෙනාම එකතු වෙලා
Ranil Wickremesinghe, Mangala Samaravira and the others are trying to get together and bring Madam Chandrika back as the common candidate. Ranil Wickremesinghe will never learn. He does not even have a memory anymore. He has forgotten that it was Chandrika Kumaratunga that dissolved his 2-year-old government. He has forgotten that it was Chandrika Kumaratunga that grabbed all his powers. Who was it that informed the entire world that Ranil was unable? It was Mangala from Chandrika's cabinet. Who made Ranil Wickremesinghe a joker? It was Mangala Samaravira. What is Mangala trying to do today? Today, Mangala is trying to put Chandrika forward as the common candidate and secure the Prime Ministership. This is their program.
මංගල හදන්නේ අගමැතිකම එතනින් ගන්න. මෙන්න මේක තමයි මේගොල්ලෝන්ගේ වැඩපිළිවෙල.